Hello, welcome to a new game called The Observer. It's done by the Bloober team, a Polish developing company that specializes in horror games. If you're epileptic, you might want to give this one a miss, as there's some flashing images, but not in this episode, a bit later on. Okay, so I'll let you listen to this guy. This is the prequel.
The year is 2084.
2084.
If they told me what the world would become, I would not have believed them. First, there was the nanophage, the disease of transition. A digital plague that swept across the land, killing thousands upon thousands of augmented souls. A heavy cost for meddling with our minds and bodies. Then came the war, the big one. The great decimation. The West killed the East killed the West. There were no winners. Except for Chiron. The corporation seized power and forged the Fifth Polish Republic, a crooked empire of blood and ash. There was no one left to oppose them. But still, they endured, and so it goes. The rich get richer as the poor rot away in their hovels, desperately looking for ways to escape reality. I am what they fear, a corporate tool of oppression. A despised leech that creeps into your dreams and feeds off your fears. If you don't remember, if you won't remember, that's when they call me. To access you, to gather evidence, to dredge up whatever's hiding in the darkest corners of your mind. My name is Daniel Lazarski. I'm an observer.
And that's the introduction of the game. So basically, what you want to take is this 2084. There was a nanophage, a plague that killed a lot of people. There was a war. It was actually between China and America that had a nuclear war. And then the war went to ground war. And then there was another nuclear war later on. So there was actually two nuclear wars. Chiron rules the world. It's a corporation which forged a independent Polish republic. And so we're in Poland, Krakow, I think. And with the Observer. So let's start a new game and we'll get straight into it. So this is not a blind run. I have done this part. Haven't finished the game yet, so but I just thought I'd show this around. So this is like Blade Runner to some degree.
Lazarski, you there?
And the actor that voices you was actually in that movie, Blade Runner.
Come in, Lazarski.
There we are. It's 10:03 a.m.
Lazarski, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You okay there? I've been hailing you for the past 5 minutes.
I'm fine. I must have dozed off.
No rest for the wicked. How's the dream meter treating you?
Well, I'm not a vegetable yet.
Could have fooled me.
Hardy har.
I'm serious, Dan. Your signal's all over the place. Have you taken your meds?
So let me just explain a few things. One, we're a policeman. We have a cybernetic implant, an augmentation that allows us to jack into people's minds. Hence we're called the Observer. We can attach ourselves and see their memories or relive. Unfortunately, this has had a detrimental effect on a lot of especially when you jack into a dead person. It causes a lot of mental instability, hence why she's checking up on all of us, as some policemen, dream eaters, observers have gone rogue in the past and become somewhat psychotic. So I tell you what, we're going to go short.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, that was convincing. Take your meds, Detective. I need you clear-headed.
So we press the middle thousand, and here we have. All we have to do is touch this, and this injects synchrosine into us. All augmentation people have to inject synchrosine. It stops
There
that
you go.
nanite
Looking better
instability.
already.
Yeah, wouldn't want me to mess up. Can you see the headlines? Another leech goes berserk.
Don't be like that. It's just...
Yeah.
Just
You don't need to check up on me. I can take care of myself.
Sorry, Dan. Company policy.
Of course it is. Any work for me downtown?
okay.
Nothing so far. No one left for you to interrogate.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yep, it's not pretty. The explosion leveled half a block. The place is still on fire. Corporate goons all over the place, securing the area.
You mean covering their asses?
So there we have a Coron building has had an explosion, been under attack
Careful what you say.
by insurgents.
This is a monitored channel.
Who is this? How'd you get this frequency?
Don't you recognize me?
Adam?
Yes. Well, what's left of me? Dad.
What happened? Where have you been all this time?
Away from you. It's funny. Thought it would be easier. Hear your voice after all these years. But it really isn't.
Come on, Adam, don't start.
I really thought I could pull it off, you know? I was so close to making a difference, to setting us all free. And now it's... can't be for nothing.
Doesn't matter. Tell me where you are. I'll come and get you.
Shit. Dad, for once in your life, just listen to me. Whatever happens, I need you to remember, you're not in control.
Adam, can you hear me? You
Well,
still there?
This
Adam.
is a strange son.
Damn it.
Somehow has located us.
Dad?
Hacked into the system and
Matriarch, display caller ID.
give us a call.
Displaying now.
Krabinsky. That's new. Matriarch, locate source of last call.
Triangulating coordinates.
Come on.
Location established. Tenement building. Class C district.
Jesus. Adam, the stacks. You just had to hit bottom, huh?
So the fifth
Rock fucking bottom.
The fifth polish of Republic is broken up into three stages. A, B, C. A, the highest. B is where we are. And C is the slums. There's actually a real disease in real life, I don't know if you know, called body integrity dysphoria. So basically, some people who are born just get really depressed about their ligaments. Like you can have a good arm, but I don't know, you convince yourself it's longer than the other one. So you feel that you would be better with an artificial limb. So you sacrifice a good limb because you want an artificial limb in the hopes of improving yourself. This is actually a real disease. Very few people have it, but it does happen. Starts off with children. when children have this, or later on when adults sacrifice their limb for an artificial one, they're still not kind of happy. Some are, but then they start looking at the other pieces and, well, I want my other arm off. Have another artificial limb. And it's strange. Here, the disease is called augmentation dependency syndrome. So the same thing. People and Corin kinds of plays on this hardware, trying to convince people that they need augmentations, and so you'll find a lot of people have replaced their limbs, even good limbs, for these robotic limbs. But that's not all the case. Because of the nuclear war, because of the nanophage, a lot of limbs of people and body parts were replaced as well. So that wasn't because of the disease. Kind of works like I had a woman that worked for me. She was into tattoos. I'm not saying this is the case with all tattoos, but it was with this woman. Basically, she was really depressed about her body, didn't like it at all, and kind of felt that the artwork was an improvement on the body part that she had. But once she had the artwork, she was kind of convinced that the focus came on the other parts of her body that wasn't tattooed. So eventually she kept tattooing every part of her body, thinking that the artwork improved her body. And that kind of mentality is happening with some people here. So we have... Jeez, you got a heavy voice. I wonder if people graffitied over you. You missed the spot. 2084, and we're still using that line. You missed the spot. Oh, hello, it's you. You also see current news on the bottom here. See if we can... Oh, there you go. Basically, it just tells you there's hacking rings. 50,000 people have joined the ranks of Chiron to battle against the insurgents. It's been 37 years. Oh, here we go. Since the nanophage plague. One observer lost a court case claiming mentality issues, going rogue and going psychotic, but he lost it. And there was a big explosion at the one of the main headquarters of Chiron Incorporated. So that's basically that news channel there. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Easy there, Tin Man. I'm not looking for trouble.
Oh, tenant? Huh?
I don't live in this dump, if that's what you're asking.
State your business.
That's quite a collection of scrap you got there. I assume your augmentation license is in order.
Order. State your business. Huh?
It seems to me like you're overdue for a checkup.
State your business.
Just visiting a friend.
Friend. Name?
Grabinski. Leon Grabinski.
Tenant. Oh. Apartment 7. Ground floor. Through the courtyard. Turn right, turn left. Straight ahead, turn right.
Yeah, I got it. Backwards and forwards. Thanks.
Door open.
So he's just opened the door. If we check my... so the janitor gave me Adam's apartment, heading there now. Basically, this is the apartment that a tenement building, they call it. I'll explain what that is later. How do I get out of this? No. I don't even know how to get out of this. Oh, metal bounce. There we go. Sorry, Rudy. Oh, we find out Rudy's name later on. That's the robot. Okay, we open it up and voila! This looks so familiar.
Attention citizens. Curfew is now in effect in all Class C districts. Remain in your apartments and enjoy your chosen holographic content. Thank you for your cooperation.
Now, because District C was such a depressing slum sort of area, Karen tried to spruce it up a little bit by putting holographic images on the outside of all the buildings. But it actually had an adverse effect on the public. They couldn't sleep, etc., all sorts of things, so they stopped doing that. But this is something that Karen tried to do to improve living conditions in the slum areas. You notice how they protect all the things digitally with some sort of force field when it's raining. And the guys told me where I need to go. I need to go to number 7. There's nothing else to look at other than a ground. And we just missed whatever was growling. Someone just tried to phone him.
Adam? Oh my God.
Abnormal stress levels. Heart rate irregular. Administering mild sedative.
Dispatch, this is Lazowski, ID 656210. Can anyone hear me? Great. Fucking great. Okay, Dan. Maybe it's not him. Doesn't have to be.
So let me just explain a few things here.
Restored.
This is Lazowski 656210, setting up a crime scene.
So basically, when the nanophage plague came out to try and control everything, because it was especially prevalent in the slum areas, is Karen created tenement buildings. And what these buildings do is they monitor the people that are inside them, and when there's fluctuations, the building will go into lockdown. Now, because of the stress that we just saw at their body, our augmentations reacted, and the building detected that and has shut the building down. So we're in lockdown with the shutters, which is interesting because whoever murdered this person was able to do it without triggering the shutdown process. So that's the first thing I want to point out. So now we all observers have different types of vision.
I need to check the victim's compass for connection.
We're able to hack into electronic things. So there's this.
6 million volts wasn't enough.
So this stun button had 6 million volts, but it still wasn't able to detain the person that was attacking him for some reason.
HN. Gotta start somewhere.
So here we have a sort of like a watch, which is also a communication device, and that woman that you just heard just phoned in and is known as HN. That's all we know. Next we want to go into a biological vision, and
erratic cutting pattern, indicating the killer was in a frenzy.
So some sort of claws. We can't really tell anything about the blood other than it's Homo sapien.
The head was removed post-mortem. It's possible the killer took it. Motive unclear. ID check failed. Time of death about an hour ago, before he called me.
So this was an hour before he received a call from Adam. Remember that when Adam did call us, he says, "What's left of me?" Which is a big clue as well. But we're under the impression that this isn't Adam because this person was killed an hour before the call. We have a card over here that we can drag out. I think that's the one. Cincy.
Chiron Incorporated. High-level clearance. Looks genuine, but it's expired.
Now notice the level of clearance though. A is the highest level, which is interesting because he's actually in the slums, where if you have a look again at us, you'll see our class citizen is B, so on there. There's some stricazine in the toilet that we can grab. Can't remember where on the toilet.
Synchrosine collected.
Now again, that stops us from going psychotic, especially when jacking into people. There's a drug here. No? Maybe it's this one. There we go.
Controlled substance 45F, better known as feed. You've never touched this, Glenn.
We'll talk about feed later on. It is a drug. Again, because of the war and because of the nanophage, a lot of them are into escapism, virtual reality, drugs, cybernetic implants. They just don't want to sort of admit what's really there. There's nothing really. Oh, here. So this is and you'll notice our face there's something wrong with our face, even though it's a hologram. He's specifically done that, which is interesting because he's digitally done that himself. But his mum, and that's him at an early age. I'm gonna go to the hat pack.
Bingo.
So we can have that. We can hack into it, I think. No, not doing that. How do I hack into it? There we go. So we hack into it using the middle mouse button again. No. And I can't find any number except for 4. So if we actually go to the other side of the cupboard, we see the words 1984.
Printed on new paper. Bit archaic for you, Adam.
Written in 1948, 1984 was John Orwell's chilling prophecy about the future, and while 1984 has come and gone, Orwell's narrative is better than ever. 1984 presents a startling and haunting vision of the world, so powerful convincing from start to finish. No one can deny the power of this novel. It holds on the imaginations of multiple generations of readers, or the resiliency of its admonitions, a legacy that seems only to grow with the passage of time. You got power chips here, but you can't really pick them up. There's a processor in that cupboard. Again, you can't pick it up. I hate these cupboards. There we go. So you got this processor here as well. Oops. And these are the things you can analyze. You can analyze this thing.
Collateral damage or evidence disposal?
So this has been damaged, which is the memory capability. So that's kind of a little bit weird. In here,
This panel's busted. Signal must have come from somewhere else.
so that front security panel's damaged. So we're gonna again hack into this, but no, we don't. We know the code 1984.
There we go.
Look at the computer desks of the future, guys. How's this? That is awesome. So we can pick up some stricozine there.
Synchrosine collected.
Synchrosine.
Synchrosine refilled.
We can look into the computer. Listen, I know you're a busy man and all, but we gotta talk now. I think they're onto me for the real this time. I'm almost certain someone followed me home yesterday, and today I saw this weird guy outside my window just standing there. If you can't guarantee my safety, then I'm out. I got enough problems as it is. Hey Chen, so that's the same woman that just called. As far as our little mule goes, don't worry, I can manage her. She's not like us. She knows she's in over her head, and it clearly terrifies her. You can't expect too much from a simple mind for now. Just focus on your work and leave the human relation aspects of our project to me. For the time being, calm down and maintain focus. Eyes on the prize, Jay. We don't know who Jay is yet. It's evidently not our son, who's Leon. P.S. Glad you like the piece. I think it captures the essence of what we're trying to accomplish. Interesting. There's the explosion again at an insurgent attack. All these documents have been deleted. And we can...
I've deactivated the apartment security system, leaving the crime scene.
Okay, so we nearly finished the first part. How do we get out? So now we can leave. We've had enough of this place. We've opened up. But the building itself, even though we've unlocked the room, the building itself is still in lockdown. Doesn't make
This
a lot of
just
sense.
doesn't feel right.
Now it's going to get really loud. And you can walk around, but it eventually just is time related, so it'll eventually shut off all by itself. Well, that's it for this part. Join me next time as we interview all the people on the block to get a broader story. Until next time, bye for now.